Well, I just, if we're gonna go, I need to go. To get the stuff done, and, I kicked the doggies out quick, I don't know if they did anything, but I didn't want them getting, not having a chance to go out, if you tear out of your,
Right.
you know, so. Cause I'll be like a couple hours, it look great, yeah, that's the shirt you just made, right?
I love you. Bye.
So are we on for 3?
Yep.
Why do they ask so many questions? Like dumb questions.
Honey, can you stop? It's called Grown Office. Like the thing, this car, there's a whole bunch of
No, I get that part, but it seemed like they were asking
them.
dumb
No, it's
questions.
just me mostly. Morning, Anne. Good morning, good morning. I'm just looking who's here. Nice. So as you gather, let's see what time it is. Oh, 10:30. As you gather, if you'd like to check in, I'm just sort of encouraging you all. We're in June, and it's kind of nice to know that you're out there, who you are, if you are practicing or just watching. It doesn't matter. Just keeps me inspired, right? So my job is to also keep you inspired, and your reaching back out to me keeps me a little inspired. So thank you. And so good morning, Anne, because that's who I know is here. Nice to have you. And today, again, it's pretty warm. Becca, thank you. I knew you were out there, but thank you. It just makes me smile, and who doesn't want to make somebody else smile? It's so warm outside, and I want to just be careful that we don't get too heated up and overheated. I just want to remind y'all that a really nice way to cool yourself down, especially in the practice, is to take a breath or two out through the mouth. So it really just kind of allows some of that heat that kind of builds up inside of us, and it allows it out, right? So nice little trick. So this morning, as we drop into our practice, just really allow yourself that time to settle. Good morning, Sarah. Allow yourself that time to settle in, right? This practice of yoga, so much of it, right, is about calming that mind. So the Yoga Sutra, the second Yoga Sutra, is Yoga Chitti Vritti Nirodha. So yoga is the calming of the agitations of the mind, right? That's one interpretation of it, or the Chitti Vritti of the mind. And I have ever gratitude for my yoga practice and my meditation, which has taught me to that conversation of the mind is not my truth. The truth is inside of me, and the truth of me and all of us is kindness, is love, and that's always there. And it's this kind of life that kind of gets in the way, right? Those conversations, those attitudes that keep kind of taking us away from our truth And so then we end up living our lives outside of ourselves. We live our lives in the external, endlessly searching for something outside of ourselves to make us happy, to fill us up. And right there inside of us is where it all is. It's always there. It never leaves. It never goes away. That goodness, that light, it's right there inside of us. And I love morning practices because it allows us to set an intention for our day. It allows us to kind of focus in on all of that goodness, and then allows us to take that out into the world. And as we place each foot down into the day, we can be present for all the goodness, and we can pause for a moment before we react or before we say something negative to ourselves or to somebody else, and just move into a space of love, of caring, move into a space of the light. So as we begin today, close your eyes or dim your lids, whatever's comfortable for you. And just notice inside you. Notice if you can go into that place and into your heart. Notice as you sit here on your mat. Notice if you can just allow that familiarness of your mat, of your seat, that goodness to come forth. Let the shoulders melt away down the back of the body. Let those facial muscles relax, the tendency to grip into the eyebrows and into the jaw, those externals. See if you can release them. Go inward. No worry at all. Into that space of the heart. Just feel that breath there, that rise, that fall. Notice how the breath runs through your body. Notice if it's in the chest or down into the belly or tight and small. See if you can relax into it. Don't take that breath so seriously. Don't take all of this so seriously, but also know that this moment right here is everything. The only moment we have. If we can tap into that space inside of us of love, of light. Allow the breath to flow more freely. As we focus that energy, that prana, that life force, and bring it, focusing it into the goodness. Begin to feel the breath down into the belly. That inhale breath begins to shape, begins to form, and then rising up into the ribs, and then up into that heart center. And then let that breath release. So heart center, ribs, down into the belly. But as you go down into the belly, begin to feel that heart open up a little bit more. And then find that inhale again, rising up. And that exhale, down into the belly, heart space lifts and opens. Stay with that inhale. And that exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, just find that rhythm of the breath. Don't overthink it. Get impatient with it. Just be calm, easeful. Stay with the breath. Beautiful. Now next inhale, let it be full in through the nose and open the mouth as you exhale out. 2 more like that. Feel that fullness of the breath. Slow as it fills up. Exhale out. 1 more. Inhale. You might even smile as you exhale. Just noticing that space that comes into your heart, that rootedness. Bring these palms together at your heart center. And again, drop into the sweetness inside you. Drop into that which is already there, that already exists. All that goodness. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take these arms and we're going to sweep them up to the sky. So get that nice big reach here. Navel lifts up, fingertips reach for the sky. Move the head a little bit so get a little more space in there. Yes, nice. And then take another inhale. And then bring the arms out to a T as you exhale. Turn the palms behind you. And then next exhale, push the palms back, opening up that heart center. Relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. And just feel free to move the head a little bit. Maybe a nod, a yes, a no. Good. 1 more breath here. Yeah, arms coming right in, getting a little work. Take these arms, bring them back up to the sky. Fingertips, palms together, down into your heart center as you exhale in. Really just bow into that beautiful space. And then inhale, sweep the arms back up, opening up that heart. And again, exhale, arms come back out to that T. Take a nice inhale, turn the palms back. And then exhale, open up that heart again. Same thing, you might dip the chin slightly. Just try and get this out of the shoulders. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, palms come up. And exhale down into that sweetness of your practice. Inhale, sweep up. Good. And again, exhale and arms come to that T. But from here, we're going to take that right arm, we're going to cross it over the left, and we're going to take these hands, bring them onto our shoulders. And just allow yourself to rock a little bit side to side here, and you might just move the head slightly as well. Take your time. You might wrap those fingers a little bit deeper. And then take a nice inhale, lengthen, and then draw the navel in as you exhale. And you're rounding in. Yeah, feel a nice space into the back of the body, into the shoulder blades. Again, you might rock slightly side to side. You might let that head rock a little bit side to side. Good, 1 more breath. Beautiful, and then lift the navel very slowly. We're going to begin to roll ourselves up. Now open up that heart. You can see my hands are a little bit wider now. And then as if you're holding onto a big beach ball, just let that heart open. Good. A little bit of a bend of the elbows, ever so slight. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Take these arms, reach them up towards the sky. Hands come down into your heart center again, tapping into that goodness, really allowing us to set intention for this day, right? This sort of graceful, positive, peaceful attitude. Now, from here, take these legs and just switch, bring the opposite leg in front, or whatever seat you're in. It's a nice opportunity to just kind of settle, move around a little bit. And then as you find that, take these arms, reach them back out to the sky. Exhale to that T. Good. Inhale, turn the palms behind you. Exhale, open up that heart. It's not pushy, it's connected. You're kind of observing yourself. 1 more breath. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Palms together at the heart center as you exhale in. 1 more like that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, arms to a T. Inhale, palms turn back. And exhale, push the back wall away. Navel lifts in, heart opens. Please don't get the shoulders up towards the ears. See if you can find space there. Arms can always be lower. I should have said that sooner. Sorry. Beautiful. Now from here, take the arms back up to the sky. And again, hands to your heart center. Just a nice little rest of the shoulders. And just bow into all that goodness in there. Good. And then from here, inhale, sweep back up. Good. Arms come to that T. And then from here, we're gonna cross that left arm over the right. So notice the difference. Hands kind of wrap around the shoulders, kind of nuzzle around there, let the head relax. And then take another breath, inhale. Draw the navel in as you exhale, round in. Nice stretch into that space between the shoulder blades, into the backs of the shoulders and the neck. So feel good. One more breath. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in and up. Lift the navel and then slowly take these arms. Open up your heart center. Look, my arms are a little bit wider, so I'm really receiving that goodness, that light that's always there. Connect to it. Beautiful. Bring these hands down to your heart center. So keeping your legs crossed as long as that feels okay, or any other position of the legs. We're going to take these arms and we're going to bring them down to the knees. We're going to take this, I'm going to turn this way. We're going to take this right hand, bring it down alongside you, and this left arm, we're going to reach it out to the side. So you can see there's like a fingertip to fingertip energy here. And then as you open up that heart a little bit, shoulders down the back of the body, see if it feels okay to take the gaze up towards those top fingertips. For me, those left fingertips. Take your breath, inhale, and then exhale. Beautiful, one more. And that exhale, lift the navel, and then bring that top arm into your lower back, palm facing out. Take another breath, open up that heart. So now that chest lifts to the sky, almost like you're just getting that little bit of sun right on your face, right onto your heart center. Beautiful, one more breath. And then slowly reach that back arm up and then over, coming into that classic side stretch here. Make it yours. Again, your legs can be where they need to be, a little bit wider or extended. And just feel that. Let the head roll a little bit. And one more breath. And then very slowly, we're just going to come up. This top arm sweeps down to the other side. I give you that option if you want to re-switch the legs, you're welcome to. Keeping those left fingertips down onto the earth, and then these right fingertips reach out. So look, there's that nice angle, fingertip to fingertip energy. And it opens up the heart, the navel lifts, and the shoulder blades just ever so slightly down the back of the body. Feel the space, open it up. Take one more breath. Beautiful, fingertips reach long, and then take that hand, bring it into the lower back, palm facing out, and then lift the navel, open up that heart again, like you're opening up to the sun. That bottom shoulder, let it move away from the ear. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. Good, now take this right arm, sweep it up, and then reach it over into that nice classic side stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, find it for you. Move that head a little bit, just explore all of this, allowing yourself to move into the goodness, right? That intention of tapping into that quiet, peaceful, loving place, that place of the light. Beautiful. And then slowly we're going to come back up. Both hands down. Now from here, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to reach it out to the side. And the knee is going to stay bent. And this left leg can be kind of tucked in close or it can be a little bit more open. It's up to you. And I always encourage you to sit up on a blanket if you're feeling really tight for these seated poses. We're going to take that left arm, bring it to the inside of that left leg. Palm can face out. And this right arm to the inside of that right leg. Left hand's going to come behind. Lift that spine, open up that heart. Take a little twist to the left and just feel that kind of push-pull of the right arm and leg connection. One more breath here. Good. Now, ever so slowly, begin to extend that right leg long. Yeah, sit a little taller. Open up that heart. Doesn't need to be anything extraordinary, just connected. The extraordinary is that it feels good, that you tap into that goodness. Beautiful, one more breath. Now take this back arm, this left arm, reach it up, and then just slightly over. Good. Lift the navel, nice side stretch coming. A little bit of that angle. And endlessly let that head kind of find a nice space for it. Make it about you. Good. Now take this top arm, you're going to begin to sweep it up, and then bring the fingertips back down. And this right hand's going to find that left knee. You're going to grow long, and then take a little twist here, opening up the heart, navel draws in. Flex through those right feet, that right foot. Good, one more breath. Beautiful, and then slowly coming back through to center. Switching the legs so that left leg goes out. This right leg bends and finds that spot that's right for you. Keep that left knee bent. Left hand to the inside of that leg. Palm can face out. And then this right hand comes behind you. Grow long. And ever so slowly, just begin to twist. Pushing that arm into the leg. Lifting the navel. Opening up that heart. Breathing here. Inhales and exhales. Breathing, inhale and exhale. One more, just feel a nice energy, inner leg, that gentle twist. And then ever so slowly, just begin to extend, play with it. Extend that left leg long and re-find your space for it. Open up that heart again. Beautiful, and then take this back arm, reach it up. And then reach it over. Navel lifts in. Doesn't need to be huge. Just make it all about tapping into the goodness. And yes, there's that little challenge that goes on. But it's not taking you away. It's not forcing that breath and that mental mind to go tight and negative. Just let go of that. Wonderful place to observe ourselves in this practice of yoga. One more breath. And then this top arm, we're just going to bring it down and onto the earth. And then this left hand comes to the knee. Open up that heart. And then take another twist, flexing through that left foot. Breathing in, breathing out. The heart lifts, root and rise. And one more. Beautiful, and then slowly coming back to center. We're going to bend these knees. Both legs are going to be out in front, but the knees are bent. Hands are just going to come behind the knees, or you might interlace the hands or wrists behind the knees. Take a breath here. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. Kind of draw yourself towards the thighs. You might wrap the arms a little bit longer. Lift the navel, and then slow, let the head go. Breathe into the whole back of the body. You might feel this into the lower back as well. Try not to be so pushy with it, but just allow the muscles to relax. Allow the body to begin to open, that mental body, that physical body. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Follow your breath. 1 more breath. Perfect. Now, really important, lift the belly button in and up, tuck the chin, and slowly we're going to roll up. So getting that length in the spine, really important to support the movement of the spine. We're going to move to hands and knees, tabletop position. Good. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders somewhat, but not forced. I want you to find length in the spine from the tail to the crown of head. Now, if you need a cushion or a blanket under the knees, of course, bring that in. So important to take care of yourselves. And then from here, we're going to take and move right into that cow pose, but slow. Lift the chest, lift the tail. You might curl your toes under. I kind of like that extra stretch in my feet. Pause there. So same thing, kind of massaging the shoulders away from the ears. Noticing that how that feels, that lift of the tail. Beautiful. Now slow. If your toes are curled under, I want you to release them first and then begin to curl the tail first. And then the navel draws in and the head tucks in. Feel that nice stretch into the back of the body. Good, moving back into that cow as the tail lifts, chest lifts, maybe the toes curl under, up to you. Feel that breath exhaling you into it, and then slow again, toes release, navel draws in, chin tucks, breathe into the back of the body. Good, so moving at your own pace, inhale takes us into cow, lifting the heart, lifting the tail, and then exhale takes us back into that cat. 2 more, inhale to your cow, release, exhale to that cat. 1 more. Inhale to that cow. Curl the toes under. Open up that heart. Last one. Exhale into that cat. Good. Should feel good. From here, come back to that tabletop position. We're going to take this right leg. We're going to reach it out behind us. Toes are curled under. Spine is long. And just kind of rock a little bit side to side, head to heel, getting that nice energy at the back of the leg. Just notice maybe if you capture the breath, those exhales kind of sit you back into that heel. The inhale, soften and open you up. Just 1 more. Yes, we are working strength into the arms as well. I can feel it. I know you can too. Good. Now from here, we're going to take this leg, we're going to lift it up. And we're going to cross it over that left foot. Toes stay curled under. We're just going to reach around a little bit. Take a gaze over towards those toes. Nice big stretch into the hip. You can always bring these forearms down onto the earth if your wrists need a little break. And just make it about you. Where can you breathe? Where can you let go? Where can you catch that mind from moving into negativity? And bring it back to the goodness of your practice, the goodness of the present moment. Training our minds. Good. Now very slowly from here, if you're down on your forearms, you might lift up. And then bring that right leg back, hands and knees. From here, coming to the other side, left leg extends out, toes come down. A nice rock, crown of head. Exhaling into the heel of the foot. 2 more. Just feel the goodness of this. Exhale. And again, 1 more. Exhale. Beautiful. Now coming back, shoulders back over the wrists. We're going to take this left leg, lift it up, curl the toes under as you take that leg across the body, sort of over that right leg. Take a breath. That inhale grows you long, and that exhale sweetly just reaches you around. Feels good into that left hip. You can always, again, kind of bring those forearms down if your shoulders are feeling it too much. Modify. Make this yours. This home practice, right? You get to really make these practices about you. Not worrying about what anybody around you is thinking. Letting that go. Really allowing yourself to go deep. Beautiful. And then slowly, if you're down on your forearms, you might lift back up. I find that more challenging than the pose. Take that leg back around. Knees come down either side of each other. We're going to bring these knees wide, toes together. We're going to move into a child's pose. And I want to say, if child's pose is too much on your knees, go to your back or stay up in the tabletop and find what's right for you. You don't need to stress these knees. You can bring a blanket or a bolster behind the knees as well. And just let yourself go. Bowing down. So wherever you are on your back, a little bit not as deep as this. Just take your time. I don't want you to be in pain in the child's pose. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. We're going to come back up. Hands and knees, tabletop position. And then here's that option. We're going to move into a downward dog or not. You don't need to do it. But you can also, if you have blocks, you can use the blocks for a downward dog. So that's always an option too, creating a little more space into the hips. So you can curl the toes, lift the knees, come into that downward dog with the blocks or without the blocks. And just move your body, or you can stay in a version of puppy dog pose or child's pose, or you can move back to those cat-cows. All I ask is that we find some space of movement, of breath connection. Let the head roll. One more breath here. Inhale. Out through the mouth as you exhale. Good. Now, for all of us, we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. So, coming into a forward fold. So, take your time, shift the feet. If you have props and you want to use them, here's that place to bring them in again. Take your breath. Inhale. And then just let yourself drape here. A nice space into the back of the body as you exhale. These can be soft, so we often have this way of thinking this is all about the hamstrings. I want you to begin to allow the whole back of the body, the sit bones, the hamstrings, the spine, the lower back, the neck, the shoulders. It's the whole thing, so be kind. Maybe a little rocking side to side. Good. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Really nice. From here, slide the hands to the thighs and come in. Lift the navel to a half lift. Sit bones spread behind. And then melt back into that forward fold. From here, tuck the chin, soften the knees, lift the inner thighs. Slowly roll up for 5. Watch your balance. Let the blood flow. 3, 2, 1. Open up your heart at the top so you're up and standing. Just establish your balance here. Gaze out in front. Love it. Take these arms, reach them up to the sky. Taking a nice inhale. Exhale, bring them to a T. Take a nice inhale. Turn the palms back as you exhale and open up that heart. From here, take a breath. Inhale. And then bring these hands, slide those hands into your lower back, palms facing out. Inhale, open up the heart. And exhale, relax the shoulders. And just feel a nice space coming into the shoulders, front of body. And again. Beautiful. From here, take a nice inhale, sweep the arms back up to the sky. Good. Exhale down into your heart center, coming back to that space of your practice, that intention of loving kindness, moving into the light. Take another breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down to a T. Take a nice inhale, open up. And then from here, we're going to take that right arm over the left, coming into this nice hug, wrapping those hands. Take a breath here. Inhale. Sit a little bit into a chair as you exhale. You might bring the knees a little bit more over the ankles. Take your breath here. Inhale. Sit a little bit lower. Exhale. Now from here, option. You can come up to standing with a soft knee and just round in there. Or you might stay into that chair. You might wrap into that eagle arm and sit a little lower. So again, eagle arm standing, hands on the shoulders, or kind of sitting into it. Again, really make it yours for 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then ever so slowly coming back up nice and long. Open up this heart. Feel that space. And again, let the heart open a little bit more, like you're holding a big beach ball with these arms, really bringing in the goodness of the day. Good. And then arms reach up to the sky. And before we come to the other side, we're just going to fold forward. So soften the knees. Uttanasana, forward fold. Pause there. Just allow a little space, a little bit of that nice movement. Always tapping into the goodness. Slide the hands up, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Melt and release, Uttanasana. Tuck the chin, zip up the inner thighs as we roll up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Feels so good in the back of the neck. 1, let the shoulders melt down the back of the body. Heart opens as we're standing here. Beautiful. Take these arms, reach them up to the sky. Take that nice inhale. And exhale to that T. Inhale, palms turn. Exhale, push that back wall away. Open that up. Inhale. And that exhale. And then slow, just slip these hands into the lower back. Another option this time, you might interlace the hands, draw them down towards the heels, the knuckles towards the heels. Try not to yank on the shoulders. Just an option. Inhale. Heart opens on that exhale. One more. And that exhale. Love it. From here, as we release these arms, I'm going to take them back up to the sky, reaching nice and long. Hands come to your heart center. Sweep up again. And exhale, find that T. And from here, we're going to cross that left arm over the right, wrapping the hands around. Another option is to come into that eagle arm here. Whatever it is for you, just find that space. And then sit into your chair a little bit. So again, it can be a full chair, exploring that if you like. You might even have those eagle arms and really reach into the back of the shoulder blades. You can also be a little longer and just soften the knees. Really make it just about you. Just feel that nice space into the back of the shoulders. One more breath here. Good. And then slowly, for all of us pushing out of the earth, begin to open up, lifting the arms. And again, that nice big beach ball there as we open up the heart. A little bit of a back bend, but with the heart lifting and receiving all this goodness. Beautiful. Hands come to your heart. Hands come together and down into your heart center. Perfect. Now, from here, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it back. But we're going to open this up to warrior two. So that back foot now opens up. Now, just find that nice space for you. Front knee over that ankle. Yeah. Hips are open. And then same thing. Let's start with the hands onto the hips. So we can just give those shoulders a little bit of a rest. Yeah. Take a breath. Inhale. Tuck the tail under. Exhale. Good. One more breath. And then exhale. Really nice inner thighs. Now, if you like, take these arms out to that T. We're going to just lengthen this front leg. So nice kind of lifting of the inner thighs, pushing out of those feet to kind of reach to the crown of the head, right? Find that energy. Bring that back hand to the hip. And then slowly lift, lift, lift as we slide forward a little bit. Bring that front arm down to that leg. Not on the knee, please. Open up that hip. And we're in this triangle pose, so it doesn't need to be really deep. Find it for you, and if you like, take that top arm, fingertip to fingertip, navel lifting in and up, gaze up or down. Good. Breathe here. Can you find that sweetness of life, right? That goodness inside you right now. One more breath. Perfect. And then slowly bending that front knee, coming back to that warrior two. Now from here, we're going to just shift. We're going to bring this front toes in, curl them in. So from here, we're going to reach in this nice big star or starfish. I want you to lift the heart, relax the shoulders. Lots of energy to the inner thighs. Good. Inhale. And an exhale. Good. And then from here, bring the hands down to the hips. We're going to turn those back toes out now. Bending in. We're at that warrior two on the other side. So feel that space, a little tuck of that right sit bone under. The hips are opening. Again, pause there. Good. That back knee over that ankle. This nice extended left leg. Breathing here, inhale. Exhales, maybe take those arms long. It becomes your practice here. So just pause, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Good. Now, we can take that back hand. We can bring it to the hip. We're going to reach that front leg long. And then from here, just reach a little bit more forward. Lift the navel. And then bring this front hand down to the leg. Yeah? Not on the knee. Feel that nice lengthening into the waist, and then maybe you take that top arm and find fingertip to fingertip energy. You can also keep it down. Same energy, shoulder to fingertip. Good. Stay with you. Stay with your practice. One more breath. Good. Now slowly bending that front knee, coming back, warrior two. Those front toes turn in. Beautiful. Reach the arms. So now it's kind of cross the body, fingertip to foot, fingertip to foot. Open it up. Beautiful. Bring the hands together through your heart center. Soften the knees, and we're going to fold forward. So hands come down, and this is again where those props are so great. I'm always so tight in my lower back and hips. So really honoring that. Just take your time. Just come into this nice wide stance, forward fold. Wherever it is for you, just let your body release into it. Find that breath. If you want to move, you're welcome to move. Good. 2 more breaths. Perfect. Good. Now from here, soften the knees a little bit. We're going to walk back to the front. Yeah, now we're in a lunge here. Just notice how that shifts. Nice lunge. Bring that right knee down. You might slide a blanket underneath it. Gaze out in front. And then very slowly, just begin to extend that left leg long into this half Hanumanasana. Again, props can be under the hands. Blanket under the knee. And just let your head go here. Nice little soft movement. Kind of massaging that hamstring today. Massaging the space up the spine. One more breath. And then very slowly bringing this left foot back down onto the earth. Let that heart open here. Slide the hands up to the top of that left knee. Lift the chest. Tuck that tail under just a little bit. And if it feels okay and safe to you, reach the arms up to the sky and then just open them up again. A little bit of that receiving, that beach ball again. But be really mindful. Watching what's right for your body. You might keep the arms down. Beautiful. And then for all of us, hands come back down. Good. We're going to lift this right knee. And then just find your way to step forward. So maybe a lot of little steps. As you arrive, take a nice half lift. Roll along. Beautiful. Forward fold. Melting in. And just moving to the other side on the legs. That left leg steps back. We're in that lunge. And that left knee comes down. Maybe you slide that blanket underneath. Take the time. Again, this nice home practice. Just take the time to set up. And then when you're ready, just extend this right leg a little bit longer. And again, I like to just sway a little bit into it. Staying connected. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. And then that right foot comes back down onto the earth. Gaze softly out in front. Hands come up to that top knee. And just lift yourself up. Taking your time, finding the balance, letting the blood flow. Good. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Staying here with the arms, or you might lift them up. Really lift the pelvic floor. Feel that nice energy of strength in the legs. Open up the heart, that big beach ball. Be really mindful. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And then for all of us, our hands come back down. Beautiful. And then this time, stepping that right foot back. Yeah, here's that option. Come into that kind of puppy dog pose, lengthening the spine, child, or a downward facing dog. And whatever it is for you, just find that connection. Try and keep that mind from negativity and just drawing into that space of goodness right here, right now. Inhales and exhales. And 2 more breaths wherever you are. Downward dog, child's pose, whatever it is. Good. And then ever so slowly, if you're in that dog, bring the knees down. And then if you're in that child, come up towards tabletop. We're just going to make our way round to our back. So however that is for you, just slowly rolling over, rolling down. Knees, when you arrive, bring them into your heart center. And just massage that lower back a little bit. Neck is long. Should feel good. Beautiful. And then from here, bring the feet down onto the earth. And the feet or ankles are underneath the knee, but it's not forced, right? So I don't want them like being forced really tight to the sit bones. Find that nice organic space. And then from here, we're going to take and just peel ourselves off the mat, moving into a gentle bridge here. So what I mean by gentle is you're kind of actually rocking or hammocking this lower back. So maybe a soft little sway side to side. We're not going into that big full bridge. Beautiful. And then bring that lower back down onto the earth. Perfect. Draw this right knee into your chest. Give it a hug. And then from here, make some nice circles into that hip. Just one direction. We did those lovely triangle pose, Uttika Trikonasana. And you get some nice openness into the hips and into the waist, of course, into those shoulders. And now just taking that and spreading that goodness around the hip with the body. Switch direction. Beautiful. Perfect. Now, from here, we're going to take this bottom leg, this left leg, and we're going to extend it long, keeping that right knee softly drawn into our chest. And then we're going to move into this supine twist. So we kind of open our hips up on that triangle. Now we're going to take and move into the outer hip a little bit. Outer waist, lower back. As we take that right knee across our body, and that left arm can open out a little bit to that T. Just feel that space. Breathing in, breathing out. You can always slide some support under that knee. And remember, you don't have to go and touch that knee down onto the earth. You want to keep a nice balance into that right shoulder through that outer hip. Two more breaths here. Just breathe into the sweetness of this shape. One more breath. Perfect. Now, from here, as we come back through to center, we're going to begin to slide that left knee foot back onto the earth and cross this right ankle over the left knee. Yeah, and you might stay here. This is totally fine. Feel a nice openness into the hips, the heart center. You might find it feels right and you can slide the hands behind that left leg and draw these knees in. Either way is so good, so just find it for you. You can have the foot on the earth or drawn in. Either way, you might even just take a nice gentle rocking side to side. whatever it is for you. Just really tap back in to your practice. Again, training this mind to be present into this moment, this only moment we have right here. Why not keep it into a space of the light, of the goodness? One more breath. Beautiful. And then ever so slowly slide that left foot down if it was lifted, and bring this right foot down onto the earth, and just gently rock the knees slightly side to side. Just feel that space. Heart opens. And just breathe into this movement. Nice. And then coming to the other side, we're going to draw this left knee into our chest. Give it a hug. Lengthen to the neck, so connect to the whole body. And then just begin to make those nice circles. Yeah, sort of balancing out from those triangle poses that we did. And then switch, head the other way. Beautiful. And then have this knee draw it back into your chest, and then extend that right leg long. Pause there. And then ever so slowly, we're going to take this left leg, begin to kind of take it across your body. So create space into that hip crease. I don't want you yanking it in into that sort of labrum area. And then take it across, and then that left arm opens out. And again, it doesn't need to be huge. There's this balance from the heart center through the waist and back and across the body. Just feel the breath here. Inhales. The exhales release you in. 2 more. One more. Beautiful. And then ever so slowly, as we release from this twist, we take that left ankle and cross it over the top of that right knee. That right foot comes down onto the earth, and just pause there. Let these hips relax, lower back onto the earth. Beautiful. And if you like, stay here, or you might find you slide the hands behind that right thigh or knee, taking that a little deeper, up to you. I like to kind of move softly side to side, maybe just kind of relaxing those muscles. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Just let the muscles relax, let the mind relax. Good. And then very slowly, we're going to bring this right foot down to the earth if it was elevated, and that left foot down to the earth. Now, from here, we're going to keep these feet a little bit wider. I might show you from this angle. Yeah, so they're a little wider. And just see, maybe you can bring the knees together. And that creates a little space into that sacrum, that lower back, those parts of the spine, the pelvis, sorry. And just pause there. Just take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to take these knees, and we're going to keep the feet wide, but take the knees over to the right. So feet are wide, knees begin to drape over. Yeah, so there's space there. And you're really feeling that nice space again into the front of the hip, maybe a little bit into the inside of that right leg, but the front of the left. Arms can be out to a soft T. Just breathe here. Endlessly finding the space and releasing into it. Just giving it time, slowing it down. Beautiful, one more breath. And then taking your time, bring your knees back through center. Keep the feet wide. And then take them over to the left. So as you do, the knees drape over the other direction. You're going to feel some nice space into that front hip, maybe that inner thigh on that left leg. Arms to a soft T or maybe a little stronger. It's up to you. And just taking your time here as we take a few breaths. Ever letting go, right? Endlessly letting go. Two more breaths there. One more breath. And then bring the knees back to center. Now from here, if you have any props, blocks or some blankets, I want you to find them and we're going to place them underneath our thighs, at the outer edges of our thighs or knees. And we're going to let these knees open up and soles of the feet come together. So I'm really placing my blocks, or you can have blankets or towels, pretty close up on, high up on the hip, so that I don't have to have these knees open so much to stress my body and to stress the hips. So just allow that support to be big enough where you can release. That's what we want. So this Supta, this reclined Baddha Konasana. Just let yourself drop in. Let yourself go. Let your heart breathe. Let your body be endlessly in a space of loving kindness. Just staying with this practice. Searching for calm and ease, patience with yourself. You might stay here longer in this Baddha Konasana, or you might find you just take these legs and slowly extend them long, sliding those props out. It's up to you. So whatever feels right, whatever feels sweet, as I often say. Let the toes roll out, the knees, the hips, let the heart open. And just let go. Exhaling into this earth. Space of Shavasana. Space of nothing, right? Just being. Following the breath, just Stay with the space. Cooling the body, calming the body. Letting this beautiful practice just sink in. Just staying here if that honors your practice more. Yeah. You might softly just roll yourself over to your side, moving into that space of gratitude into your fetal position. And tapping into this feeling, this peacefulness, this quietness, this beautiful love and light. And just how that feels. And then very slowly lifting yourself up as you find your seat. Let your spine lengthen. Notice how you feel, taking that pride into your practice, into your life. And just pause here just for a moment. Staying with each other, supporting each other through our practice, through this journey. Helping each other by taking care of ourselves, that self-care, that endless search for the light, for the goodness that's already there. And then sharing that around the world as much as possible whenever you can. Beautiful. Bring these palms together at your heart center and just bowing. Take a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. And as we bow to the light within us, the light within each other, light all around us. Namaste. Beautiful ladies. Thank you so much. What a beautiful practice. I needed that. Love to you all. I hope you have a lovely day. Self-care, drink lots of water, and don't overdo it. And check on people, right? Another thing. You know, we need to keep reaching out and checking on people that maybe are alone, or some of those seniors that we know as well. So always lovely to do. Thank you so much.